want to show you 2 games that I've been starting to play with myself to help improve my cognitive function. And you'll notice I'm not super great at these, right? So I would say it was last summer. One of my clients is a personal trainer, and she did a consult for me. And we discovered that I already knew I have dystonia, but what we discovered in her evaluation was that my left side was like getting weaker. My left side was weaker than the right side. And I can actually like feel that in my brain sometimes, especially if like my hormones get off or I'm under a lot of pressure with kids or work. And so I notice how dysregulated states, even if we can't avoid them, can play a role on our nervous system long term, right? And I am someone who has seen that firsthand as someone who was put into therapy really, really young and then put on antidepressants and mood stabilizing medication that I actually didn't need, right? So the first game that I'm going to show you is called Shoot the Bunny. And it's funny because our school mascot is an actual bunny. So what it is you're going to do 2 bunny ears in a gun. And you're going to switch back and forth as quickly as you can. And my brain loves to not put that thumb up when I do it, right? You'll notice that. So you want to just go back and forth and do it, right? And you're going to notice for some of you it might be really easy, for some of you it might be really difficult. When I first started it, it was like hard to get my brain to do it. And that thumb, especially on this side, takes a little bit longer. The next one is to take your fingers, and we're just doing vertical and horizontal lines. I don't know what this one is called. Draw the square or something. And then you can do it this way. So straight out. And when I started this one last night, I was like really struggling to keep these. So just within a couple of days of starting to practice, you're going to notice improvement. And work on the side. We've had Christine McPeak in here. A lot of you guys might know her. And she's shared a lot about this when she teaches you guys about brushing your hand with your brushing your teeth with your non-dominant hand. Coloring and doing artwork and art therapies with your non-dominant hand, practicing writing your name with your dominant hand, something that your brain knows really well, but it hasn't done it that way, right? So these are really, really powerful little tools. And I was watching another coach who speaks a lot on this, and she was saying how a lot of people show up in her comment sections and say that doesn't work. But the brain is neuroplastic, right? And your body is one of the most powerful things. It can heal itself. It can reprogram itself. Particularly, that's what neuroplastic means. And so the brain has the potential to rewire itself and restructure itself on a DNA cell level. And that's not woo-woo, okay? That is provable empirical evidence. So think about these 2 little games, okay? Maybe you want to add them in before you do your morning rituals. Maybe you want to add them in before or after a meditation. You can do them in the school pickup line. I do these, and I also do face massage and like chin tucks and things like that. And I fit it in. This is what I was talking about earlier in the year, late 2025, when I was sharing with you guys, compounding those rituals, okay? It's not going to happen overnight. It's not just going to be one thing that cracks you wide open, besides a really kick-ass, like sober meditation, okay? I'm not even talking like ayahuasca or anything like that. I'm talking about like really sitting with yourself in the void and the discomfort of the quiet, with no distractions, right? Here comes my teen. Keep it straight and shoot the bunny. Love you guys. Have a good day.